This is Business and Economy Network.
Hello viewers, glad to know you're watching your program. Those of you watching us in Faraway, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ilori, Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, via the online channels, and those of you watching us outside the shores of Nigeria, I want to say thank you so very much. How was your Christmas celebration? I want to say once again, on behalf of the production crew, I want to say happy belated Xmas. And as we look forward into the new year 2019, brace yourself up, because so much is going to happen in 2019. Don't forget, in Nigeria, is election year in February. You have to get your PVC and also do that which you need to do. Welcome to the program. You are watching Business and Economy Network. My name is Steerman Peter Moche. Well, looking at the program rundown today, there's nothing so spectacular, but we want to look at the ease of doing business in Nigeria for business owners. And also, our Business and Economy Network crew went down to town to talk to small and medium-scale enterprises and business owners on how the Christmas and also how 2018 has been, looking at it in retrospect. It's going to be an interesting watch. Relax yourself, brace up, and always remember that you're watching Business and Economy Network. Don't touch that. I'll be back after this time out.
Use Neurogesic if you get back pain, muscle pain, I mean a joint pain, rub Neurogesic, put time go warm, go reach deep down, no wonder Neurogesic they really pay, rub Neurogesic, put time go warm, go reach deep down, no wonder Neurogesic they really pay.
True, Neurogesic, it get power pass pain. Neurogesic, na Drugfield Pharmaceuticals Limited, they make them.
Ease of doing business is an aggregate figure that includes different parameters which define the ease of doing business in a country. With a growing number of small and medium-scale enterprises in Nigeria, the ease of doing business plays a crucial role in the country's economic growth. Government should make issues like farming easy to enable the average Nigerian farmer access availability of farm equipment. In creating an open and fair economic environment, ease of doing business can benefit businesses and local citizens in ways of access to economic opportunities, lower transaction costs, and less corruption.
Well, I mean, if I just answer first, like a little more generally, first of all, I'm very, very glad that government has recognized this topic, and I think I'm glad that the government is trying to address it. I think I would hope that this, it will not be just this little step, that the government will continue to see the obstacles, what they are. Because, I mean, obviously, I think Nigeria could be more business friendly, and it could be, it's important that you have like rules, and you have, for example, agrochemicals, that there is a strict control, that it's the quality product and safe products that are being sold. But at the same time, it's important that all these government departments works in a way that it's smooth and easy for the companies to do their business. So I hope that the government will continue to address this issue. And I think, like, for example, some of these things that, let's say, you mentioned tractors, I think some of the, let's say, for example, duty classifications are such that they don't necessarily encourage localization. So there is like something, it's not always clear what is the thinking behind it, because, for example, when it comes to tractors, you would think that it's best interest of this country to actually encourage for companies like Dizengoff step by step increase their local content on the products, and that's not really what the rules don't currently really support that.
The Vice President has been a driver for ease of doing business, and we know, for example, when he came to visit our main base, MMA 2, he came here, he looked around, and without going deeper into it, anybody will tell you that the airline industry is, as just I mentioned, is a graveyard for airlines. It's not an easy thing. We always struggle with so many things. It's a complex machine. The tires, for example, have to be imported. A any nut used on the airplane has to be imported. Now, unfortunately, Nigeria doesn't have the industrial base to produce any of these things. So in the old times, you would need to do maintenance. I need to do an A check, for which I need to get tires, brakes, and then it comes in. It stays in customs for 4 days, 5 days, while they argue of what you're going to pay. So putting all that ease of doing business. First thing now, we have dispensation. For example, there's something called AOG, aircraft on ground. When there's an aircraft damage, the aircraft is parked, waiting for a spare part. That part comes in within 4 hours. It's at your airplane. So that has helped us. So then we've got the zero tariff, and now for spare parts, aircraft spare parts, where in the past we will pay the tariff. I mean, we're bringing it in to repair an airplane, and going back 10 years, 15 years, you need to bring in a spare part to repair the airplane. Then you have to pay 15, 20% of that spare part as the cost. So now, luckily, we have that removed. We're still asking the government to help us by the removal of VAT on airline tickets, but a lot of that ease of doing business is helping. We're still on the way. It's not yet. We're not yet there at the end of it, but it's incremental steps. So I would say that has helped us a lot.
While ease of doing business has implications for foreign direct investments, local businesses too are impacted by the processes, rules, and regulations set up by government that can help promote a business-friendly environment or hold local businesses back from their entrepreneurial ambitions. Industries should be encouraged. There should be better communication with government agencies. Businesses should be allowed to breathe and grow, and in return accept company income tax. It goes without saying that when systems, processes, rules, and regulations are business-friendly, setting up businesses is made easier for not just big companies, but also smaller ones that have less capital and resources at their disposal.
Ease of doing business. I know the Vice President did a policy, white paper. That's how you see government should go beyond just doing white paper and policies. Enforcement is the most difficult thing, because number one, for instance, I think the government agencies are not supporting small businesses. I'm serious. The tax, FRS, LRS, all those, apart from them, all the government agencies, they need to, if the federal government want to do ease of doing business, there are ways of doing it. They should give us tax rebate. A young company of less than 5 years should be given a discounted rate of how much to pay in tax. I pay multiple millions in tax, and it's telling on my business. I'm telling you. So I'm not saying I don't want to pay tax. I pay tax, and I pay it big. Anybody can search Revolution Plus. We don't owe government. But what I'm saying is that for our businesses, and I'm speaking for myself and other young entrepreneurs, for our businesses to be able to be good, and so that we can provide what we promise more to the general populace, they should give us some tax rebate. Look at it. Let's okay, if you are not up to 5 years, pay some certain discounts. So it will be good. Not only all the government agencies, some of them just want to frustrate your business, but we are working harder. We are making sure that everybody is happy. So we just want to appeal to the government to support us more, because without the government, we can't do much.
For government to get people off the streets, they have to keep encouraging industries and commerce, and by so doing, people get off and people get employed. However, I see that the government means well. I think there's a need for communication with other agencies of government, because the acting president comes and he does inaugurate a committee and everything looks good. But what happens down? What happens? I mean, Ghana recently, I just saw a clip where the vice president was speaking in Ghana, Mauritius, and they've abolished custom duties. They've abolished taxes. For VAT has been abolished. So they say, okay, you go and make money, they will pay their company income tax. But when you say you're encouraging growth, and all the agents of government are crippling industry and commerce, where will they grow? And this is an area they have not yet addressed. Well, like I say, whenever we say something, the next thing they address it. So I believe they're thinking about that also. So we do great things like the NROP, the ERGP, this advisory council, the ease of doing business, they are doing a lot, but they still have to keep coming down. Because in a race, it's about the 100%, not the 90%. So they have to complete the work, go down to the agencies, communicate with them, let them understand, because these agencies don't seem to understand that government is trying to grow the economy. They don't seem to understand that government is trying to encourage industrialization. You know, so if they are doing that, you cannot import goods with customs. And they tell you that your invoice is $20,000. They say, no, it's $60,000. Go and pay more duty. When Ghana is canceling duty, so that they can grow. So they don't seem to understand. So there's more to be done with FRS, with, you know, all the agencies of government to support. Of course, they will earn money at the end of the day. But at this time, this industrialization, agric, they are now the goose to lay the golden eggs. You don't kill them. You know, so I want to advise government on that so that they can do more with the ease of doing business.
Government is actually thinking right, but is faced with the challenge of regulatory bodies doing their own part. Officers these days make themselves obstacles. Agencies should also be institutionalized. Every position should be bigger than the individual involved. Incorporating a business, company, meeting necessary requirements and getting capital should be made a bit easier. Government registration should be made cheaper and faster. Kudos to the Central Bank of Nigeria, Bank of Industry, for their continuous contributions to businesses so far.
Well, with the various regulatory bodies at the port, when you look at the thinking of the government, they are thinking right. They want to ensure that people follow rules. But eventually, what we are getting is the negativity, because most of these organizations, their jobs do overlaps. So you discover that the clients are doing the same thing with this agency, the another agency, and with the Nigerian system today, you know what I'm talking about. No matter how perfect you may be, you'll be able to, for you to go free, it's not easy. So most of the time, these agencies, they form, some of them are, some of the officers consider themselves as an obstacle to ease of doing business. Well, I may not say it's their fault per se, but it's the fault of the system. There is no clear-cut system. An officer might come today and say, this is the way I want it done, and everybody will follow. Tomorrow, another officer will come and say, oh, this is the way, and everybody will. So at the end of the day, it is the public that is at the receiving end. So I think government should begin to look at the areas of institutionalizing systems and not officers. Officers are human beings that can change, that can be toyed about, that can fail at any time. So institution will not fail. Human beings can fail. Already, what you are doing currently is that we put much power on human beings. There should be much power on institution, not the officer in that position. It should be that position. Today, the officers in that position, they are bigger than their position. The position should be bigger than the officers. And that is what is not working in Nigeria. That is why systems are not working. System today depends on the officer that is occupying that position at a particular point in time.
Yeah, so there are challenges, right from incorporating the company, all the way to meeting the regulatory requirements, all the way to getting the relevant licenses, to getting capital as discussed. You know, so there are a number of challenges you face, but what the government is doing now is trying to make things easier. You know, so they have come up with your ability to be able to register a company cheaper and faster, you know, to actually reduce that the problem of registering and getting a company running. You know, they've come up with the code of corporate governance, the corporate governance code, you know, to be able to guide the processes and corporate governance of a number of companies, right? So yeah, they are trying to encourage businesses, you know, even from also the Bank of Industry and the CBN and what they're trying to do in agriculture, you know. So they're trying to encourage businesses and new businesses, right? They're trying to encourage people to basically be entrepreneurs, which is a good thing.
Mirapain is a household name in Nigeria. It's a gel indicated for quick relief of pain. Mirapain is a combination of 4 active ingredients: diclofenac sodium, linseed oil, methyl salicylate, and menthol. These 4 ingredients are specially blended and formulated together to bring the desired pain relief. Mirapain is for both adults and children. 2 to 8 Success Estate off Brentfield Avenue, Okeafa, Magboro, Ogun State. P.O. Box 977 Ikeja, Lagos. Available in all registered pharmaceutical shops nationwide.
What shall we say? Because Christmas is when we rejoice because of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So we have to celebrate it with joy because it's a good thing that Jesus Christ has come to give us life. And because Christ has come, we have to celebrate it. Whether the country is good or is bad, we have to celebrate with joy as Christians. But with prayers, I think things will be better. That's what we are praying for, that 2019 will be better than 2018.
So me, the economy is robust, on course, and we are learning. Although without pains, there will be no gain. Everybody is facing it, and I believe one day we'll get out of the wood. What people believe in economy is the food on their table, employment, social welfare. Like when Awu was alive, he gave free education at all levels, free healthcare, integrated rural development, and job opportunity. So we want the government to improve at this level. The Bible says, rejoice evermore, in everything give thanks. So I believe people are still giving thanks to God for being alive to see another Christmas. Many high caliber have gone and they could not see. We saw it in the telly. A whole chief of staff died, General Badi. Very painful. We did not mock him, but we use it to thank God that when there is life, there is hope. It's better than us going into war. So a lot of countries are facing this type of situation. Egypt, South Africa, Great Britain, America, and the like. So we will get out of the wood very soon.
No matter the hardship, everybody is rejoicing. They go there shopping, they do everything. What the thing where they're supposed to do about the Christmas, they go shopping for their children, then adults, people travel. We are happy that God is doing that for us.
We thank God for life for the year. But the only thing I'm going to say is that the kind of hardship we face this year, I don't pray we should face that kind of hardship again next year. So if you see now, I'm not supposed to be here. It's because of the economy wise. By the special grace of God, I don't want to face this kind of hardship that I faced 2018 in 2019 again, because I know that with God, I believe that all things are possible. By now, you can't even have a chance to talk to me. But now, I've been standing here for the past, even inside there, that small place you see there is 40,000 every year. That small place you see there. Okay, since you have been talking to me here, nobody said, how much are you selling? So, that is why I'm keep on praying that I said the economy is very, very bad. We are supposed to be smiling now the way things normally be before. But now, things are not good. People are looking for something to eat. They are not even talking about something to wear. Or this is what we are just doing. We are just saying, God, just take control, because you know that we have been into it for quite a long time. I've been into business for the past 30 years, so I'm not more a baby into it. If you have not been into it, you can't manage it now because of the economy. But we manage it because we have know how to go on with it.
2018 has been a rough and good year. at the same time. But we are grateful for life. The Christmas flow is not like last year, or maybe because, I don't know, people are not feeling it. I don't know, the circulation of Naira is not like, it's not like before, Sha. So we have to work ahead towards next year election so that things will be better.
Things are very costly. There is no customer. People are just going. When you come, ask them how much this, you give them price. They will be pricing a man that you even look at them say, what is wrong with you? Things are very costly, and the customer, they are not coming. They are complaining, no money. There is no money. No money in the country. Because if there is money, when you give them the price, they will quickly dip hand into their pocket and pay you. Or they even price a little bit close than what you give to them. But now there is no money. When you give them 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira for clothes, now they will price in 2,500. You see, you ask them, say, no. They will not work out. Look at people, no market. So there is nothing. The business is not moving at this time. It's not moving at all.
This is Business and Economy Network.
Well, viewers, this is where we draw the wrap of the program. I want to say thank you so very much to all of you, our esteemed sponsors and clients, including viewers. Without you, where would this program has been? In 2018, it has been a very interesting walk of faith, and lo and behold, the year is coming to an end. And we know in 2019, definitely, we can still do this. The names will be endless. You, and you. I want to say thank you, all the companies. And more importantly, for those of you who have called and criticized us, for us to be much more better, I want to say thank you. This is season of love. On behalf of production crew, I want to say thank you so very much. We are doffing our hearts to you and say thank you so very much for this great work. And 2019, definitely, we can do this again. Stay blessed.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible says, Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a new King born today. That man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. From that song that angels sing, listen what they say. That man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Was the first ones, they flock by night, they see a bright new shining star. They hear a choir sing a song, the music seems to come from afar. Hark now, hear the angels sing, a new King born today. That man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. From that song that angels sing, listen what they say. That man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.